All right, welcome back to another Honcast.com presentation. I am your host, MilkFat CPK. All right, guys, I got a special treat for you. You've been asking for it. It is the Caster Rumble. We're going to see Breaky CPK fight Emperor to the death or to the first one to fall off this bouncy house. Just want to give a quick shout out to the Entertainment Consumers Association for letting us fight. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, we ready, Brenton? I'll cast this for you. It's going to be 2 out of 3. When you fall off, you lose. All right, let's go. Come on, Breaky CPK. Breaky CPK with the first one. He gets to hit it. Emperor falls. What a little wuss. Emperor, I thought you worked out. Let's go. One more. 2 out of 3. All right, 1-0, Breaky CPK. All right, ready, set, go. All right, we got a little stalemate going on there. Just Breaky CPK with the first punch. Emperor goes down again, but at what cost? Breaky CPK wins 2-0. All right, guys. So there you have it. We had Breaky CPK and Emperor fighting. Breaky CPK wins. Maybe because he's the head caster. Who knows? The Emperor's throw? I don't know. Anyways, we're going to jump into a quick interview really quick. Give me 1 second. I'm going to wrap around the other side of the desk. So hold on. Yeah, you're going to put on Breaky's jacket. We're going to be looking straight ahead right there.
Can't hear anybody. Hello.
Well, I think we're in a...
I only hear it.
Oh, are we going right now? Are we live? All right.
What's up?
What's up, guys? It's me, MilkFat. Joining me here is Ryan Schepler of Creative Labs. He's our partner here at PAX EAST.
Yes.
How's it going, man?
It's going good. This is exciting.
Yeah?
Obviously, we've been doing this putting this together for a long time. The Heroes League went awesome. We were stoked about that. Then actually being physically together in the same thing. We got this awesome set here. We got sound cards, headsets, and all kinds of stuff over in the other world. Okay. Are we there?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
That's a
yes.
lot better.
Now you get the full sexy.
All right.
Champion.
Breaky CPK, number 1.
Champion.
All right. So
You didn't listen. I told you stay low. You were a little high. Your center of gravity. Good job.
All right. So you guys want to know? You guys want to know what Emperor told me after he lost? He looks at me and he goes, "I did quads today. I did quads. I did squats today. My legs were so sore."
Yeah, that's what it is. See, you do Breaky style. You just come in and get it done.
That's why they call him Breaky CPK. All right.
Breaky broke you.
All right. Anyways, Ryan, nice to meet you here. So one of the things that you mentioned, Sound Blasters Hero League.
Yes.
We just had the event, $30,000 prize pool, and
Yeah.
your sponsor, Team Complexity Gaming, ended up taking the whole thing.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts about all that?
I have many thoughts about that. Obviously, we're a great partner with Complexity, great team, great management. There was all kinds of fun stuff that went on, and we'll just talk about that on the down low. So, obviously, they're a talented team.
Yeah.
I follow the scene really closely. I enjoy watching all the teams. TDM is great. I have massive respect for Stay Green. Obviously, Chessie being formerly of, so I'm a big fan of him too. Yeah. And when we came in, we just wanted to see good matches. That's what it was all about, and getting the Joes in there to play against the pros, giving them a shot. And it was cool to see Complexity over the past few matches, despite all the weirdness in the scene and what was going on with that. They kind of rallied and gelled, and I think at the end of the day, they've put out some really good matches and lots of intensity, in the scene that was never there before. So it's been interesting, I think, for people watching. On the stream and watching the forums and watching various other places.
And that grand finals was epic. I mean, we went to a game 5. We saw some crazy-ass games.
Yeah.
Lions played amazing. It was awesome to see Lions get that far. You were even telling me earlier how you thought Lions was super innovative.
Yeah, Lions switched up the line. I mean, they were switching up their comp. They were playing some risky strategies. And, I like it when the meta gets broken. I like it when people go, hey, you know what? We're going to switch it up. We're not going to run the old school power forward and center. We're going to put 2 point guards on the floor and just start mixing things up. And, it makes it interesting. And that's how the game keeps fresh and stuff keeps innovative. And and you go, what? You kind of go back. And so Lions was definitely interesting to watch. I will admit I was sweating a little bit, but they rocked it. Yeah.
All right. So I think the question that everybody's wondering: are we going to be seeing more Sound Blasters Hero League?
Oh, come on.
What do you have planned?
Dude, absolutely.
Right.
I mean, we're here to stay in the scene. Like I told you when we started this whole thing, we don't want to be one of those hardware guys that comes in and out at a whim. We want to come into the scene. We want to support the scene. Obviously, we're going to work with S2 directly and figure out what's the best way we can be involved. We love the game. We love the fan base. We've seen massive support from the fan base. We got some awesome emails from people all over the world for the Heroes League. Yep. It was really cool to see everybody it's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to come in. We wanted to give the people in the scene another way to see it. Han Tour is awesome, but you got this third party coming in and supporting it, and it really came off the way we wanted it to.
Yeah, I mean, talking to the competitors and even the amateur teams, just having something going on that Monday through Friday where people could tune into Honcast, they could tune into Colecast, and watch games other than Han Tour has been amazing. It's just we had that point where for I think 3 weeks we had games going on every single day,
and that was it. Content, content. When you're a fan of something, you want as much of it as you can get. So we had Beef, big shout out to Beef doing his thing during the week. Yeah. We had the Honcast guys doing it at the same time. So I think it was just a massive amount of content for Han fans, which is what we wanted to do.
One more question. Yeah. So, what is it like knowing that you have the most desired alt avatar in Han's existence?
Yeah. Oh man, that's a tricky question because I get some really interesting emails from people, very interesting propositions from people as well. I will, maybe someday I'll share those with y'all.
Okay.
Let's just say there's some, under 17 not allowed. Favors being offered, but anyway, it's cool. I mean, you guys did exactly what we wanted. We wanted her to be coveted, something cool. She's a cool character, cool support, different, fits kind of our vibe of what we want to be, and make it so that when somebody sees her in game, they're like, oh wow, they must have done something cool. Ben at PAX, done a wallpaper, got lucky with the Facebook stuff. We just want her to be kind of coveted. Yes.
Absolutely. Well, I think I speak for all of the Hunt community when I say thank you guys for all of your continued support for Heroes of New Earth. You guys have been great. Great partner here at PAX East. We got an amazing booth. You guys need to stop by. We're at booth 248, hashtag PAX248 on Twitter. We got a lot of good loot here, guys. We got some mouse pads. We got some iPhone cases. We have watches that talk shit on the watch. He's wearing one right now. We got some demo stations set up. Every day at 5:30, we're going to have a great raffle. Ryan, any final shout-outs to the Han community and Han fans?
Shout out to all of you who have been sponsoring and coming in and paying attention and, giving us the feedback. It's been awesome. We're not going anywhere. We're going to be part of the scene for a long time to come, and we're excited just to be part of it, So keep the faith. Check out soundblaster.com. Look at our new line of products. I mean, seriously, we have some amazing stuff. You'll see some of the stuff in the stream, the commercials. The new sound cards are amazing. The Z, the ZX, the ZXR are being reviewed really highly all over the place. Lots of functionality for you. I know I'm getting my hardware plug in here, but I got to do it. Bosses are watching me too.
I got you.
And I got Tian over here. Oh, well, come on screen.
Tian, come show me.
Tian will model it for us. This is Tian. That's the ZXR. It's a sexy card. Lots of cool hardware going on. Look at that.
Sexy girl with the sexy card.
Oh, hey. Hey, he said it. HR, if you're watching me, he said it. It's all good. All right. So, good stuff.
Awesome.
And that's it. Thank you guys, S2, for being an amazing partner. This is what partnerships are all about. Again, we love being involved at a different level. It's not just come in and slap a brand on something. It's we use you guys to figure out how can we best talk to your base. Yeah. You've been amazing. So thank you.
Awesome. Thanks again, man. All right, guys, we're going to take a 1 minute break. We're going to get Emperor and Breaky back on here, and we're going to continue the podcast.
All right.
See
later,
you guys
soon.
Testing. I am boisterous today. That is. You're. Check that. Whoa, there we go.
Test.
I think we got it
your
now.
favorite hero. I mean, you were playing your favorite hero. You had the behemoth totem, man. Slammed it into the earth.
I did the whole fissure.
It wasn't even fair.
You guys are such nerds.
I don't know how to use fissure.
Screwed you up.
What do? I know Cthulhu font charge, and how did that work out for me? I mean,
We come back, and he just literally starts making excuses right off the bat, like with no introduction or anything.
My claws are so sore. So many claws.
What were you thinking? Leg day today, Emperor?
This is gonna go on forever. This is gonna be good.
It's okay. It's
All
okay.
right.
I have weak ultimate. Cthulhu font's ult is weak, man. You use the. I don't want to talk about it.
No, we have to keep talking about it. That was quite a performance by me. If you noticed, I stayed low. I had a plan, to stay low. Yes, I'm a bigger guy, and there's no denying that. But take advantage, and it seemed like it worked out.
I don't know. Bait the charge. It's easy to dodge
exactly.
the charge.
I don't know
so
why
easy.
you were thinking with the whole charge aspect. That was just.
It's my favorite hero. I mean.
Okay. Yeah, that works. I guess you wanted to bust out the Cthulhu Fun trample. Didn't work out too well.
Yeah.
Just like, never mind. We won't go there.
Okay.
Okay. So, anyways, welcome. I'm just on fire today, man. Are you okay? Okay. It'll be okay. All right. As you can see, Beef. Were you watching Beef? You're over there now.
Oh, of course, man.
What'd you
I was
think?
watching, and I'm gonna say, Emperor, for all the crap that you were talking before we went live today, disappointed, man. Disappointed.
I think we all are. Not that you weren't going to win, it's just look at him.
I had to make him look at. He's the head caster of Honcast. I mean,
Now
if I
we're
showed
gonna
up
do
there,
that
what would the chat
game.
say?
Okay.
You think after all those years in the WWF, you'd be able to actually fight?
Real talk. He has a
You
lot
should have
of
given him
skill.
the people's elbow. Come
It
on.
was a good match. It was a good match. I respect that. We'll do some more later on. We'll give you
All right.
give you a chance to
give me a second
rematch later on. Anyways, okay, so back on track here. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously having a fun little break there. Hopefully you enjoyed Ryan as well coming on and talking about Sound Blaster and whatnot. Seems like he had some fun there. As again talking about this there you go. He never can get enough of Ryan. He's going to be joining us all the time here. There's still more to talk about, though. And so with that said, the next thing that we were planning to talk about was, well, our fantasy rankings and how those are shaping up. So I actually do have them on my screen right here if we get the chance to go ahead and head over to that in a second. No, that's the wrong screen. It's one of these. I know it's one of these. There we go. Okay. Anyways, okay. So as you can see, we have the 4 teams. I know this is pretty much a ghetto setup that we got here, but you get the idea. So, okay, for those that may be wondering what this is all about, this last Friday, we actually drafted players. We used the MOBA Fantasy, hon.mobafantasy.net. You guys need to check it out yourself. It was a lot of fun for this cycle. We used that platform to basically draft 5 players. As you can see here, we chose 1 support, 2 either jungle suicide or secondary supports, and then 2 gankers or carries. In the end. So we drafted a team, snake format back and forth, and these are the teams that we came up with, and these are where we stand so far after the first weekend of cycle number 8 here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, look at where we stand. Two lessons, man.
Okay.
2 lessons. A, you got to have faith in the
go.
Emperor. B, you don't need a carry player to win. Go gank. Just go straight gank. 2 gankers, I'm the champion.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I mean, looking at this, I see one important fact. I'm the only person with 5 players left.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
going
always
into
get
the
knocked
weekend,
out
I
versus
have-
trademarks.
Okay, yeah. 2 points for ECPK.
That's, yes.
That's like 2 CS.
That's like actually 1 point. Never mind.
But still, I mean, I've got 5 players. I got 5 people that can be giving me massive amounts of points. You guys got, what, 4, 3?
That is besides the
I'm in
point.
a really good spot right now.
I'm actually not in the best spot. I'll say that much.
Yeah,
I'm not either.
Well, because I have Swinamel and Zai. Obviously, they're going to be playing each other tomorrow, the first 6 first. So one of those 2 is getting knocked out. I've already lost Handskin, unfortunately, as from Lion Esports Club getting knocked out earlier on. So I want to say still I have a chance, but I'm going to need some. I'm going to need some big plays for complexity. I'm going to need them to win it like I predicted and do very well. Both Franzi and Haxerin especially. I'm going to need him to bust out 800 goal per minute games. Do his thing, pick some Draconis every game,
Draconis,
artillery.
You want someone to pick Draconis.
Yes.
That's what you want.
Because I want to win.
You're willing to go that far to win.
I want to win.
He just cursed that series. I don't even know, man.
Probably.
Lions let me down Both of my Lions out now, going in with 3 people into this one. And one of my 2, either Noobji or Keizu, going out in the first series here. I'm actually scared. I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to see how it shapes up. But again, so Sam does bring up a good point. You do have 5 players left so far. I mean,
I'm good at fantasy sports.
Sam, you're in last place right now, Sam.
Okay,
yeah.
never mind.
As he says in last play.
Look how the guy who's getting smashed just keeps talking. I mean,
here's what's going to happen.
You guys just don't understand advanced logic. It's fine.
No. Here's what's going to happen. Stay Green and AL are both going to go out in the lower bracket round of 4, and Sam's going to be left with 1 player.
We're going to go down to 1 player, Moon Meander.
Yeah.
And
Moon can carry it.
is going to take the entire thing. Tralfmador and my boy Jeppins going to carry me to victory.
Hey, Emp, you're down Enzo and Super KGE right now, too. If TTEs
yeah, but I got the champions on my team, and Trademark's going to knock out Stay Green.
If TTEs doesn't do well, though, man.
Yeah.
First to worst, Emperor.
They're going to do well. It's a matter of time.
Worst.
No.
First to worst.
I have to go to the grand final. I have to lose in the complexity, but then back in the grand finals. They'll get the maximum amount of games to play, but yeah, being down to 2 players, that's going to hurt for sure when it comes down to it.
So Sam's the only one that's confident.
Yeah, you know what? This is a lot more awkward than what I was saying.
We do have this thing you can sit on. No one knocked that over.
Nah,
you
that's
can
cool.
take a seat right there.
It's all good.
all right. So yeah, obviously this weekend, it's gonna. Oh, sir. This weekend's gonna be. This weekend's gonna be wrapping up with cycle number 8 here, as far as Han Tour goes, and obviously we'll get an idea of where the rankings stand when it's all said and done here with cycle number 8. So we should have maybe thought about putting a barrier up or something.
What?
Walking by, there's people walking in front. I don't know.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Anyways.
I'm part of the action.
Okay, so, well, I think that's enough of that.
See all the cute girls walking by.
Yes.
That's it.
Definitely. The next thing to talk about was actually the 4 through 11 tournament here for Han Tour.
Yes.
I know that you released a schedule for that, actually, I believe it was last week.
Yep.
As far as when it's set to take place, of course, Beef, you're going to be casting the whole thing. Obviously, myself and Emperor, we're going to be in Thailand. But you're going to be casting that 4 through 11 event. What an event that is going to be, man. I mean, we already know the teams, by the way. In fact, let me see if I can pull up that article. But you looking forward to covering that event, Beef?
I am, and I just got the schedule over there on Heroes New with Reddit. It's on the sidebar over there, and I'm going to be putting out an official post either today or tomorrow about my broadcast schedule. But I'm actually going to cover every match in that tournament, and going to be covering 2 series a day, Monday through Sunday, to make that happen. So it's going to be live on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and then replays on Tuesday, Thursday. It's going to be awesome, man.
Yeah.
With that kind of a tournament, you can't let any match go uncasted.
You're a machine, man. You are a machine.
Well, the cool thing about this event is that it'll kind of be like the Thailand event in a sense where if you don't win it, it's done. You're done with Ontario. You're not going to Vegas. If you win it, though, you win that championship match for the 4 through 11 event, you're going to Las Vegas. That's really what's on the line here for the prize pool.
So teams go hard. They put it all on the line. They don't save anything because everyone wants to at least get to Vegas in the first place. Yeah, I agree. And it's going to be hype. It's going to be hype because looking at the teams that are competing, any number of them you can see driving it all the way.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about that. I mean, we got several teams that definitely come to mind when you think about this event. I mean, you got first off TTE Sports. I think I know it's safe to say that Emperor, you're pretty confident with your boys at TTE Sports.
Yeah. We got Lions.
As far as their chances, we got Lion Esports Club. We got Q Squad. Can't forget about them.
Yeah.
Absolute legends. Team Excellent. Team Afraid.
We are spies.
We are spies. I don't see them.
They're going to Vegas.
I don't know, man.
No.
They've been
live
kind of
like
down
the
to the dumps.
Yeah, that's true.
Dirty Mobs. You got Rookie coming in there.
Yeah.
They got power hitters, man.
Diglett, the number 1 fantasy
Not to
player.
mention Diglett.
Yeah,
number one
number
fantasy
one,
player in Han. And
that's pretty crazy,
averaging of like 15,000 GPM a game.
Yeah,
roughly.
he's a machine, man.
Average.
Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys think, though? I mean, where do we go for who do you guys predict is going to not only win it? Well, we'll start off this way. Okay, no, we just got to go into it. Well, who do you think is going to win the 4 through 11 tournament, and why?
You're making me choose between Lions and TTS here. I mean, I'm
anything.
so biased. What can I do here? It's I'm gonna say. I want to say TTS is gonna take it. I mean, I do. I just feel like there's just a lot of hunger for the event, and the Lions have been looking really sharp lately. All these other teams have the potential to upset. AL said they're pretty confident, looking at potentially taking it. QSQ, you can't forget about them. They've always shown come tournament time, maybe not on land, they didn't have the best performance at DreamHack, but you can't. For the longest time, we were thinking of them being as the guaranteed fourth team going.
Yeah. Trout for the commentary.
Trout. Hi, Trout. I miss you.
Me too. Q Squad, as far as Q Squad goes, they're the interesting team to me because again, they're just coming off them finishing, going into the gold division for cycle number 8. They had their round 3 loss that we talked about earlier with the gold division. I feel like, though, because this is really one of those events. You look at Lion Esports Club, they had the run in, of course, the Sound Blaster Heroes League. I mean, they were on fire that week, or really the 2 weeks even.
Right.
And as a result, they made it to the finals. They nearly beat Complexity.
They did.
I mean, it was an epic series, of course. So I think Q Squad, on the right days, they can most certainly make it happen.
Okay, what about the other dark horse here? What about Afraid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've shown some huge upsets. They took out Stay Green. They just powerhousing. They were Boston Lions around for a bit. I mean, they got the pump, man. I think they can take it. And
I think the last time we haven't talked about it is Europecans. I guess Pencils. Europecans.
Yeah,
I think that's how you pronounce it.
I respect them. I just don't know if they have the fire right now.
Yeah.
You need the fire or else you're not going to take it. The fire is everything.
Fire is everything. Too bad the fire rises, isn't it?
Yeah. All right, hey, so Beef, who do you got winning?
I think I've got to give it to TT Esports. I think they're just looking the best out of all these teams right now. And if they can remain consistent, I think after this weekend, we'll know a little bit better about where their consistency looks. Because we've always known they have the skill to actually make it really, really deep into these tournaments, but they've been inconsistent. If they can bring the consistency this weekend and make a good showing, even if they don't win the whole thing, I think that's going to give them a lot of momentum going into this. And I think I've actually got TTE's favored to win this. Of course, Lions up there as well. And my dark horse, along with Breaky, is definitely Afraid. So I think it's just going to be an incredible tournament all over, though. There's not a single team in there that I do not look forward to casting to.
Beef, hey, hello, Ryan. You're staring me down. What did I do wrong? I'm fired, aren't I? Oh, God.
It's really nice working with you. All right,
Okay.
What?
I have Team Excellent.
What?
Vegas.
No.
I got Team
You're just saying that to cause.
Here's where Sam says this so he doesn't get a bad article written on his blog about it.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Damn it.
I read your blog every day, please. Stop saying bad things about me. I'm sorry. No, seriously. They'll be there.
Hey, I like Team Excellent. I would be more than psyched to see them in person. I'm sure everyone would love to see Pew and his team make it because no one expects it. It would be really, really fun.
No, you say nobody expects it. Team Excellent is a good team.
No one's saying they're bad.
A good team.
We're just saying for 4th place here, based on the tournament track record so far, no one is expecting them to take it. They're an underdog going into the event.
There's one person right here.
They could have their run. They can have their runs. There was the one cycle, I think it was cycle 7 or 6, where they beat Trademark. I mean, they had several great
they bodied TDM.
Yeah.
6.
They bodied TDM. I mean, they've got the potential. So I said there's so many teams that can qualify. I mean,
any team is most certainly legitimate as far as
we can only choose one.
Yeah.
And if they take it home, I'd be more than psyched to give them.
I would love to see Fabunco and Fabelli, man.
Yeah, Fabelli, man.
Pride.
I mean,
Fabelli and Fabunco, best tag team duo since.
Yeah, the brothers like Cookies and
since
Mookies.
You and Henry D.
Since
Breaky and Henry D. Yeah. Breaky, CPK, Henry
since
D.
Cookies and Mookies.
Since Cookies and Mookies. Those are the best brothers in Hon.
They're not even brothers.
You don't even know what you're talking about.
Their names are so similar.
Look at their names. They're brothers.
All right.
It's proven. Science.
Man, I don't know. It's going to be an incredible tournament, though. Anybody can take it.
Yeah.
It's going to depend on the bracket and how everybody plays on that day, man. These teams are all so evenly matched.
You said it's single elimination or double?
Double.
It's double. Okay, that makes definitely more interesting.
Lots and lots of matches. Yeah.
14
matches.
Bruntail's wife. Well, that's how bad
Bruntail. Hello, Bruntail's wife.
Wow.
Cheers.
All right. Breaky, what about you, buddy?
As far as who I have winning it, if I had to choose a team, I do think Lion Esports Club is kind of the safe option. So I'll go with them. But again, it really is an event. You have that one good week where you're just on the ball, like we've seen all these teams in this event most certainly have. Then you're going to Vegas, basically. I do think Lionsdale, they've proven recently with the Sound Blaster Heroes League, they've always been I think they've consistently been the best out of all these teams in this event.
Yeah.
When you think about it. I mean, Q Squad's obviously had their downfalls. TT Esports, they roll up and down. I mean, and so on. So I think Lions is the most steady team in that sense. And I think it definitely could lead them to the victory and see them in Vegas.
Consistency would say. That's why I was curious. I mean, I said TTES is because they've been looking strong lately. They've got the fire. I just have this feeling that they're going to make it. But Lions has shown the consistency, and honestly, they have the better track record. Why is everyone else saying TTES?
I agree with you. I do see the fire in TT Esports. That's why I'm seeing it right now. But more importantly, Lions this last weekend, they looked not as good as they did in the Sound Blaster Heroes League. They looked like they had lost something. And I talked to them this week, and they said, hey, we're saving it for the 4th through 11th tournament. But then I watched their scrims this week, and they didn't look very good in the scrims either. Like, they just looked like something was off. And so I'm a little bit worried about them going into this tournament, especially with no practice this weekend and onto it.
Yeah, well remember Fnatic, man, before one of the Dream Hacks, they were looking pretty rusty. They were dropping a lot of scrims.
I don't know if this is comparable to Fnatic by any means. You are right. You are right. I mean, the idea is still there, but
I'm just saying a poor track record the previous week or even the previous month doesn't mean when it's all on the line, when the hunger is there, you can't take it.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun event, man. I'm going to do my part. Obviously, we're going to be Thailand, so the time's going to be pretty off for us, unfortunately. But at least just seeing the results as they come in, kind of like I'm following the March Madness right now at the NCAA, which, by the way, I got screwed on. Not that any of you care, but anyways. It's going to be fun to see that and how it plays out. So by what day is it set to finish on? Do you have the date in mind?
Sunday the 30th.
Okay, so wow, that's the day.
So when they're going to Star League Finals, you got Han all week, man. That weekend is going to be Han.
It literally is. It's going to be like 40 hours of Han straight or something that weekend.
Call off of work, just go hard. What are you laughing at?
Luigi just walked by.
Hey, Luigi!
Hey, Luigi!
Hey, people recognize you.
I didn't even see you. How's Mario?
Mario's good.
Yeah? You want to say hi to everyone?
Will that even stretch?
Yo. Shout out to my community. I love you guys. Holla. It's me, Luigi.
People want to freestyle.
They want to freestyle. Who's saying that?
Everyone.
Everyone. Everyone's saying it. I want to freestyle.
Later. I don't want to do a freestyle every time I come on here.
Okay, he's working, guys. He's working.
Yeah, I'm working here.
He's working. Thanks, Luigi. Where were we? I forget.
We were talking about.
Okay, so yeah, the GSL. We got the 4th through 11th. That week, you're right. It's going to be crazy because it's not going to be, and they're not overlapping. It's going to be obviously early on the Han Tour, later on the GSL. Yeah, so it's going to be a fun week for all of us, for the coverage side, for the fan side, for the viewer side. It's going to be a blast. Definitely make sure to tune in for that. Of course, though, starting tomorrow, Han Tour Cycle 8 wrapping up. We're going to be live here from PAX, casting it as we are now. Obviously, Beef going to be doing his part over there on the Complexity Han stream. We got the next month, man. It's just going to be epic. Right. Really, when you think about it. Because all the way leading up to the Grand Finals of Han Tour, that's the April 16th to the 19th of the event dates for that. So, all right, I think it's time to jump into our final part of the podcast.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
Top 10?
Shout out.
Okay. Shout out? No, not yet.
Oh.
Almost. We got a top 10 rankings.
Oh, woo!
Nice.
Yeah. I'm excited for that.
Yes.
Okay, so we got our Honcast top 10 community rankings. Obviously, us four here on the podcast, we went ahead and listed off the 10 teams of where we would place them and why right now on the competitive Han scene. So, with that said, I think who are we going to start with? Did you point to somebody? Milkfat? Me? Sorry, Milkfat. No, it's already up there. Okay, it's me. It is me. All right, look at that. Okay, so my list. As you can see right here, I do got State Green number 1. I think it's pretty hard to dispute at this time as far as overall being the number 1 team. Complexity, I did put number 2 over Trademark Esports, and now my reasoning for this. Complexity, obviously with the Sound Blaster Heroes League, they defeated them, and then in this recent Han Tour cycle, they defeated them. With their last couple of results over them, they won the Sound Blaster Heroes League. I just think within these last couple of weeks, really, Complexity has had the upper hand over TDM. So, you know, got the number 2, TDM number 3, Lion Esports Club, again, my favorite for the 4th through 11 tournament, have them 4th. We got TT Esports in that 5th spot, Absolute Legends 6, Afraid in 7, Orange Esports always going to be interesting where we place it. Now, we have had a little bit more results from them lately. Of course, with the Sound Blaster Heroes League, which they took a game off of Stay Green, which is definitely impressive. But it's just, again, it's still hard to ultimately judge. I just can't see them being better than the 7 other teams that I had ahead of them, as he takes away my list from me. So real quickly, okay, so there you go. Team Excellent, and then Q Squad wrapping it up. Q Squad is, again, the really interesting one for me, too, where I'm actually very curious to see where people place them because, yeah, they dropped out of gold. It was a tough match for them. They had to play Lions in the losers bracket, remember, where they got knocked down to gold as a result. They just had one bad day, simply put. I mean, they definitely have their bad days, of course, but I still think Q Squad, by all means, is a top 10 team. So I squeezed them in there in that 10th place spot, but no doubt dropped. So yeah, as far as next in line, we're going to go to Emperor. This guy. All right, let's go to Emperor. What do you got, Emperor? What is your top 10 list?
All right. You know, nothing too crazy, but I'd like to start off. Number 1, this is where it gets hype. Stay Green. I put Stay Green number 1 this cycle.
Crazy.
Who would have thought?
You're reaching.
Who would have thought? I know, I'm reaching pretty far, but the fact is they're proven. That's all I can say. Trademark Esports was the number 1 team. They won, you know, a ton of the first cycles. The fact that Stay Green managed to climb up that hill and take the number 1 spot says a lot. So they are my number 1 team. Number 2, I'm gonna have to say Complexity. They're a revitalized squad. They're firing off well, and I think they've adjusted well to the strats of other teams. Trademark comes in at number 3 for me. But honestly, it's very interchangeable, spots 1 and 2, and you know, for all I know, they could be holding out for Thailand here. And I know how they perform under pressure. It is pretty strong, and it is pretty interchangeable. I could see that getting mixed up as soon as next week. Number 4, Lions. They have fun strats. They make it work, and the team chemistry speaks for itself. Not to mention the consistency over the cycles. TTES, they're looking strong. They come in at number 5, but they're just not as proven yet as Lions. So I can't have them taking that spot. 6 comes in Afraid. I've been really impressed with Yolam lately. That's about all I can say. He has awesome strats, awesome counter strats, some popular compositions in today's metagame, so that takes a spot. 7, Orange Esports, and I don't have enough info. I didn't like how passive they played Sandrake. They had some nice games. I thought if they played it a little more aggressively, went for more build-up, they could have won those matches, but I just don't have enough info on that team to play some. AL at number 8, they just need consistency before they go higher. They had a 3rd place cycle, but they were given a few grants, obviously with the complexity situation, what have you, and I like them. I just need to see it. Excellent comes in at number 9, and they had the runs against TDM. They've shown that they can compete at the top level, and the skill difference isn't that much. But then they got dropped out this cycle really early on. So if they can step up their game a bit, maybe they'll break top 6. QSQ comes in at number 10, and they've been having a rough time lately, man.
So yeah, you threw QSQ there in number 10 as well.
Again, I can't write them off because they've been there, man. It's just you know, what can you say?
They're going to drop though, because it's been a month since we did the last rankings. By the way, usually it's every 2 weeks, but.
Well, I just want to say, getting dropped down to gold, I mean, it happened to my team very early on after we were not forced to, I mean, you know, missed the match. We had to forfeit. And having to forfeit getting dropped down to gold was a killer for team morale. Can QSQ bounce back through it? I mean, we didn't get to practice against the best of the best. We didn't feel like we were competing for, you know, that huge trophy, so it does hurt a team.
All right, so next in line, it's going to be Milk Fat here.
All
as
right.
far as your top 10 goes, what do you got, Milk Fat?
Let's see who I got. We ready for this? All right, first up, I got Stay Green. Everybody has Stay Green first. You know, it's really hard to really dispute that. I mean, they are going to Thailand. They've won, you know, Hot Tour consistently. They've just been playing incredible. I'll run through these pretty quick because all of ours seem to be pretty similar.
I think you actually
that's wrong. I actually put Trademark Esports.
That was my bad. That was my bad.
I think Trademark is still the number 2 spot. They've won the most Hon Tours. They qualified for Thailand. And yeah, sure, Complexity beat them in the Sound Blasters Hero League. But overall results right now in the past month, I would put Trademark higher than Complexity.
I can feel that.
Okay.
And you know, it's just I feel like you guys are kind of Sound Blasters Hero League, Complexity won. But there's a lot more to keep in mind. I know.
I just said the difference was negligible, if any. It was just,
it wasn't that, but it's also they did beat them here in Hon Tour Cycle 8. They are in the winners finals. I mean,
they've taken the last 3 series.
When they win Hon Tour Cycle 8, like I said they would, then I'll put them there.
Okay.
All right. After that, we got TDM, or I got Complexity number 3. We got Lions 4, TDs 5, Absolute Legends 6, Afraid 7, Orange 8, Excellent 9, and like everybody else, Q Squad 10.
Okay.
You know, We don't need to
squeeze
write
in
them
there.
off yet. I think they're there.
Yeah.
4th team ranked in Hon Tour right now. If you ask Nova, comeback is on the way.
Yeah.
They'll be in Vegas.
He's still very confident. It's good to see that attitude.
Yeah, it seems like as a team, the morale is unbreakable. I was saying it does hurt a team, but looking at QS2, they always seem to be in high spirits. I always look at Nova's Facebook posts, and they even get me motivated, man. They get me pumped. He's just like, it's all about the game, man. It's all about having fun, and we're still a team. We're still brothers.
Yeah. All right, I guess that leaves us last but not least. Beef, how you doing? What is your top 10?
Well, I'm still doing good, Breaky. Top 10 up here. SG number 1, just like everybody else. And just like you and Emperor, I've got Cole, TDM, Lions, and TT Esports rounding out my top 5. Lions just looking a little bit more consistent than TT Esports, but I was actually on the verge of bumping TTEs up into that number 4 slot. Really, really close right there. Then go with Afraid coming in at number 6 after their dominant performance in the last cycle here. Really just looking good in general. Absolute Legends comes in at number 7. Looking forward to seeing how they're doing this weekend. And just overall, they've been performing very well. I've got Q Squad at number 8 instead of number 10. I still feel like they're just a little bit more consistent than the teams that they're... Well, I guess I can't say that they're more consistent because they were inconsistent as hell.
Yeah.
But I feel like they've still got it. I feel like bumping them down to number 10 would be a disservice to that team, and I've still got faith in Nova and the boys. Excellent coming in at number 9, and I rounded it out with We Are Spies, actually not putting Orange into my top 10. I actually found that, especially with them losing another player, Wang Wang, over here lately, they've of course got Nick Ox, that they already had a 6-man roster, and they're going to be able to recover from that, but they didn't impress me enough in the Sound Blaster Heroes League. They don't impress me enough when I see them scrim consistently. I'm just not impressed with them enough to keep them in that top 10 when we don't see them every single weekend doing well, and these other teams we do. So maybe that's going to change when we see them. They will be down there at the GSL event, right?
Yeah. After the GSL, we'll get a lot more. I mean, because obviously not only for Orange, but again, I don't know when the official team list is going to be released or if we have any information on that just yet, but when that does come out, we'll get a good idea of what teams that maybe we recognized from before in the Southeast Asian scene. But, of course, there's going to be then the 16 Thailand teams. That it's our biggest region right now as far as playing goes. It's a pretty big deal. So,
1 second.
Okay. Important phone call there. Anyways, it's going to be fun with the GSL event again to see all these new teams and maybe adding them to the list even, depending on how they do. Maybe one of the Thailand teams is going to win it all. They won't have to add them to the list.
Speaking of the GSL event, did you guys see that hype trailer they put out?
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh,
that blew
man.
my mind. I
am so hyped.
I want to be one of
cool
those
to
guys.
watch.
I hope we get to get put in the trailer, too. Just
I
busted through
I want to have
field.
myself jousting against you and knocking you off. One of those. We can set that up.
It was like our landing on the moon. It was all shop. That didn't actually happen. I just we all know. Real quick, I wanted to ask you guys, just because while we're here, Orange, they lost Wang Wang.
Yeah.
I actually thought he was the weak link on the team lately. Watching their matches, I was always screaming like, "Wang Wang, what are you doing? What are you doing?"
He
was playing that mid role.
Pronounced Wong Wong, by the way.
Well, okay, Wong Wong, minor difference. But I actually had a lot of respect for Nick OK as a player. Nick Oaks, however you want to say it, and I actually think it's an improvement for them. Yeah,
that's actually worth bringing up. Thanks for breaking news there. That's in the last couple of days, I believe. Again, officially, Wong Wong leaving Orange Esports. I believe he said he's going to pursue in Dota 2. I think even believe.
Yeah,
but,
I think so.
Nick OK is, like you said, a great player. We've seen him before on the scene, and no doubt will be a great replacement for Orange Esports. And we'll get to see him at GSL. It sounds like so. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Again, that's all next week, really. It starts the 30th and the 31st is the GSL event. There will be plenty more information coming out as it leads up to that. Don't worry. Sure. I know there's not a whole lot out there just yet as far as the coverage and the teams and everything go, but it definitely will be coming out. GSL's taking care of that, and we'll let you guys know when it is because we're just as excited as you guys are. Trust me when I say that. So. Well. I think that pretty much does it, though, for the topics here on the podcast. Here live from PAX East. What an experience this was, man.
I don't want to go, man.
I know, right? Just having a lot of fun just being up here. And, of course, we got tomorrow and Sunday, though. I mean, it's going to be a lot of casting over this weekend right from this same booth. So that's going to be a lot of fun, as always. Thank you. just over here. Just gotta step up. No, you keep.
Z, come here.
Ah,
Z.
shy. She's shy. All right. Where was I? Let's do shout-outs. Let's do it with that.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Let's do the shout-outs. Beef, we'll start with you. Beef, what do you got?
As always, man, shout out to Complexity Gaming, best gaming organization out there, and all of our awesome sponsors, starting with number 1, Sound Blaster, out there doing it big with you guys at PAX East. Awesome. Newegg.com also out there. They've got their booth, so if you are out at PAX East, make sure to go check that one out. And then, of course, Origin, PNY, Twitch, QPad, all those awesome guys. So big shout outs to them. And, of course, to you guys for letting me be here on the podcast, as always. And everybody at home and at PAX East, hope that you're going to tune in for an awesome weekend, leading into another awesome week of Heroes of Newerth. Love you guys. That's it.
You too. Sam, I think it's your turn.
Shout out to you guys.
Thank you.
For doing awesome as always. Shout out to Breaky for being better than you at fighting. Shout out to my girls, Allie and Emily. Z, Tian, Laura, all the good-looking girls at our booth. They make it better by making us look even worse than we are. Shout out to Sound Blaster, Brad Pitt over there. We got Kobe, we got Luigi, we got a good crew over here at S2. And of course, shout out to you guys, the viewers. Thanks for always tuning in and watching us.
The Rock.
And thanks again to Sound Blaster for helping us throw it. And then shout out to all the fans that are out there watching this and playing on right now.
You guys out there, you guys at home tuning in. It definitely means a lot seeing, well, especially in person, being able to see a crowd. Having fans come up to you, shake your hand, say, watch what you do, love what you do, love the game you create and are a part of, and it just makes the feeling that much better as far as being a part of this whole project, of course. So, The Rock, Emperor Cyrus, whatever you want to call you.
Shout out to you, Breaky, for being a fierce adversary. I'll call you Sensei from now on until I, you know what, and I couldn't have chosen a better one to learn from.
There you go.
So,
there you go.
I'm out of here.
Touching moment, yeah. Let's just hug it out here.
Shout out to everyone here at PAX. It's great to be here. Shout out to all the fans, friends, family, everyone tuning in. It's just my pleasure, so thank you.
All right. With that said, officially wrapping things up here live from PAX East for now. By the way, with this, do we plan to actually continue the stream later on with the, are we going to try for that? Or there might be something later on. Just, we'll let you know on the Honcast Facebook and whatnot. We do have an event here at the booth, as you talked about earlier, which you can't talk now, but we got the DJ Rhapsody live in person going to be joining us here at the booth and going to be busting out some beats. I'm going to be breakdancing because I'm really good at that. So maybe we'll get some footage of that. But anyways, hopefully, at least we get some footage of that. Worst comes to worst, some pictures and whatnot. But tomorrow, I do know for certain that tomorrow, it is earlier than normal. Keep that in mind, guys. It's 2 hours earlier than what it normally is. But we're going to be coming at you at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern, and that would be, 1500 Central European Time. There you go. So 10 a.m. Eastern, 1500 Central European Time. You guys at home, definitely don't miss it. It kicks off tomorrow with Trademark Esports versus Stay Green. And then the follow-up matchup, of course, Complexity versus TT Esports. That is just tomorrow. Then there's a whole other day where we'll have the grand finals, of course, eventually for cycle number 8. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to everyone here and at home. We'll see you tomorrow at the very worst. Have a good night, guys.
All right, good stuff. Thanks, guys.